Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. All right. All right. The horror and the song. I'm doing all right. I'm a little congested. That's why I decided to sleep in a couple hours.
Trapped.
Um.
Probably struggled and screamed until he went
Okay.
mad, trying to find a way out of
We already saw that. Oh man, my nose itches. But yeah, other than that, I'm doing pretty well. Just spent the last 16-ish minutes talking about stream stuff and what we have planned and what that means in going into the new year and stuff. All right, what do we got going on here? That's a big old door. Oh, is this where that tall figure is? Yeah.
that place, that melody. God, I need to find something. There must be something here. Faber, Husher, every single person who attended that cursed concert in the alley, the entire Legrand-Armsburg family and I, we all heard the song. Argo's Legrand's diary, which I found in that place beyond reality, was my only hope of unveiling something, anything that could take me down a different path than the rest. And yet, Legrand's notes seemed like nothing more than erratic and incoherent ramblings of a broken mind, so demented that no one could put them together in any order, much less understand them. But I found something towards the end that made some kind of sense. Although, I wish I hadn't.
It's all over. Just a moment ago, like every night, the song was invading my dreams, grating incessantly. I woke up, soaked in sweat, and veiled by the shadows. Natalie was sleeping, but I was not. This time, it had to stop. I was hell-bent on destroying the source of that awful song. I went down to the basement and tore down the same wall I built myself. With each blow, I cursed the moment I decided to bring that melody into my home. I couldn't take it any longer. There she was, behind the wall. My wife, huddled in a corner, holding Elaine in her arms. I froze. If Natalie was there, what kind of diabolical creature was sleeping by my side? Monsters. All of them. My beloved Elaine.
So that's what happened to the family.
And wanted to take Ariadne. They wanted to take my baby. I grasped the mallet, determined to do whatever it took. I would not allow those fiends to take my daughter, not without a fight. They would rue the day they tried to harm my
So he ended up killing his own family.
kill the monsters and the black figure and find my little girl. I followed them throughout the house. Every room was shrouded in darkness. There was something unnatural in the air. The melody had transformed into a choir of blood-curdling howls. But I finally cornered them in the bedroom, where I finished them off. I drew blood, and it flowed like a well from the grotesque black figures while they screamed and writhed, the vile, deceitful fiends. And then I went back to the basement, and there was nobody there. Natalie and Elaine had disappeared. No. That isn't true.
Yep.
They had not disappeared. They had never been down there. They were upstairs, in the bedroom, where I had left them. There were no monsters in the house. Except me. Only me. Only me. And the presence.
Okay, so they're calling it the presence. Interesting.
My God, it ends like this?
Yep.
Wait, what is this? Jeremy Hartwood Mental Hospital, 1920. Psychiatric analysis and treatment of patient Ariadne Legrand Amsberg. Dr. Berenice Prestegard. I can barely stand up. I really need help with this.
So we have 3 names here. Can we call them? Yeah, but say he's dead. He died in 2, and she died in 1, so I'm guessing we can't contact them. Yeah. So this is our only other option here. Helps me breathe during my asthma attacks. Okay. Psychologist and psychotherapist. Wait, do we only get one? We'll only send one person to the hospital. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have no other choice, so. Your cable's clipping through your table.
Guess what? I need your help. I know. I'm very sorry for calling this late, but listen. I found something. It's only a small lead, but it mentions everything and has the Jeremy Hartwood Hospital stamp on it. Yeah, that's the one. I know it's a bit far, but I think someone there, a Dr. Berenice Prestegard,
Berenice.
diary years ago and looked into this madness way before we ever did. It says 1920. There must be something left of her research. If I'm not mistaken, the hospital was abandoned shortly after World War I. So maybe everything is still there. Her notes, her files, something. No, I think I'm running out of time. I feel bloody exhausted. I can no longer tell the difference between reality and my hallucinations. I need you to look for something, anything, and call me. Ask, but I don't want to end up like the rest. And something tells me I should visit Ariadne one last time.
Okay.
Take your cell and call me if you find anything.
So
Find out
I'm
Dr. Preston
I'm very worried.
at Amsberg Mansion. Yeah, good luck to you too.
I'm very worried that this is gonna go. So he's saying that he's gonna go over to the mansion, right? So what I'm worried about is they're gonna run these 2 parallel to each other, and if you screw this up, you have to do both parts again, which would be very bad. So I'm hoping I'm wrong in that case, but we'll find out. Oh, cool. The walls haven't, like, there we go. So the walls haven't shown up. I'm hoping they'll, because they kind of did this with a college.
An old mental health institution for the rich turned dumb, or something worse.
They kind of did this in the college where there were like segments, but they're all part of the same episode. I see that this is the thing. I like they put the permadeath in there to make you like make sure that you're staying safe, right? You're not just rushing into danger. And I get that as an ideal, and I like that, but
I should take a look at that old power generator.
but I also feel like them saying it's necessary to broken handle. Them saying it's necessary to the game, I think is a little bit of a stretch, because at the end of the day, it's just a checkpoint system that screws you over if you mess up too much. It's the equivalent of having multiple lives in an old, like, retro game, right? When we're playing like Streets of Rage and we run out of continues, well, then you have to start the whole game over. Well, this one, thankfully, you don't have to start the whole game over. You just have to start, you know, the episode over. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm a fan of it overall. Guess we get to go up to the door then. Okay. But one, two, three. Well, that was loud. The horror and the song.
Daniel, you didn't overcome your alcohol addiction to let this kill.
I think my skinny bum could fit in here no problem. Why you gotta say it like that? Always liked marine art. Okay. So we still got a generator outside, but we need some sort of like rope. I don't know if I want to grab the stapler through the broken window. One, two, three. Probably locked. Oh, it is not. One, two, three. One, two, three. Oh, okay, this... Don't like that standing there. Dining hall. Okay. Those are some big things of silverware. What's this say? Report describing hospital works. Dismantling has terminated. Work isn't done, but we're not going to stay here a single minute longer than we have to. Two of the teams refused to return to the East Wing, and Ezek and his boys tied a thick cable around one of the fridge doors to keep it sealed. They don't want to open it, even though scores of tools and kitchen utensils are back there, along with a couple of high-quality chest freezers in perfect condition. It's not the first problem we've had, but the situation has gone too far, so we must leave. I don't blame them. This place makes my hair stand on end. I've been inside for less time than any of them. There are still so many things of value there. Typewriters, radios, luxury furniture. It doesn't matter. As soon as Emil's team returns, we're leaving. I hope they don't tarry, or nightfall is going to catch us here. I wonder what the hell is taking so long. I hope we don't have to go in and look for them. Okay. Yeah, something tells me being here at night is probably not the best course of action. I don't like that there's a single, like, lit candle in here. Seems, even a fancy furniture in the canteen. This place was classy. I mean, that is this another mirror? Would give me typhus. Okay. That is a thing that happened with some mental health institutions during this time, and really in general, is sometimes they would send, like, rich families would send their children to these institutions just to basically keep them out of the limelight. I don't know why that thing exploded. Or to have them fixed. 1, 2, 3. When in actuality, like, it was just them acting out. They were like, oh, it's obviously a mental illness. There's no way that my child would act like this. But it was also there were many cases, especially with female children that say this is a hiding spot. Yeah. With female children that when they got to adolescence, they would start becoming more independent. And of course, in older societies, 1, 2, 3, in older societies, that was not okay, right? So they would send them to these kinds of asylums and places. Okay, so is this the cable that they said? Yeah. Let's not do that. One, 2, 3, and then they would put them through these really awful, like, scientific, quote unquote, procedures in an attempt. In an attempt to one, 2, 3. I don't like that it had like a listen when we walked up to it. To make them less independent, as it were, which of course was just a manipulation. I'm really, like, I guess we only have one person at the hospital here. Oh. Yeah, the cable could be useful. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. We can... That's what I was worried about. let's not worry about that. Can we combine this with this now? Yeah. So, and that's where they had like they were using like electroshock therapy and all sorts of like violent therapies, quote unquote, to push back against that. That is gonna jump out at me or something. Because I was trying to remember, there's somebody who was talking about the word hysteria is directly connected, because they have it has the same root as hysterectomy, right? So it was believed that it was basically tied to feminine wiles, as it were, which obviously is a load of horse crap. But yeah, so rich families would send, especially their daughters, if they were acting out, to places like this. Little history of psychology there for you. There's a lot more to it, but yeah. Turns out people used to use mental hospitals to push off problems that they didn't want to deal with. So
It's a start. Now on to the next.
I guess we need to grab that stapler. I'm worried because there's a lot of like broken glass around it.
Shit! Just cut myself.
Yep, that's what I was worried about.
What is that?
Oh, it's the weird like whooshy stuff.
What are those whispers?
Gotta wait for the whispers to go away. But, and of course, it's really weird because like psychology, at least this, that was a weird dong sound. Psychology has been very helpful in understanding like human behavior and stuff, but it's also had the issue of having such terrible start when it comes to some of the stuff, because people were using it as an excuse to do basically terrible things. It says there's a puzzle in here. You know, they sometimes it wasn't about curing or helping a patient. It was about, you know, testing out new scientific ideals at the expense of human patients. And of course, the further you go back in time, the more egregious those things tended to be. It says there's a puzzle over here. Oh, the picture. What does this say? From highest to lowest, the something numbers are in the photo. Okay, that's probably... Okay. Does this actually stick together, or is it supposed to just look weird? I guess it's just supposed to look weird. Thinking you go over here, maybe. I want this piece. Come on. Okay. What is this piece here? The corner piece. I'm guessing it's this corner. What is that? Okay. Hey, Sella. How you been? Haven't seen you in a while. How's the stream going? I think that's gonna go like right there. This goes. Been good, been really busy, hardly been around, to be honest. A Song of Horror. It's very interesting. It has permadeath, which I'm not a huge fan of. I've been talking about it basically at length. Like, other than that, it's alright. But there's been some, like, death traps, effectively. Is there, like, a place where these actually stick? Trying to figure out, because like we have this is the picture. Now I'm just trying to figure out how exactly to lay it down. because there's no part of the table stick. But yeah, basically what happens is if a character dies, they drop what they currently have in their inventory, and another character has to come in and pick it up and then continue on from where they went. But there's parts in there's things in this game where if you don't listen to a door long enough, or if there's certain creatures that will show up, there's certain events that will happen where it'll just kill a character, right? And then the problem is if all of the characters die, and you usually have anywhere from 3 to 4 characters in most cases, if any of those characters die, or if all those characters die, you have to start the whole episode over again. And most episodes are anywhere from 3 to, I think, 5 hours long. So... Alright, I'm not sure. Like, they have what their easy mode, as it were. Where there isn't permadeath, but they basically yell at you in the selection, that if you pick that mode, you're not playing the game as intended. The game is intended to have permadeath, and you have to play it that way. That's kind of how it comes across when you're selecting it. So I left it on the basic mode. We've only had to replay one episode so far, but this episode might be leading up to another one we're gonna have to replay, because right now it looks like there's gonna be 2 sections to this episode, which makes me even more nervous on how that's gonna work. Because I have a feeling that if we die in the second section, we're gonna have to restart both sections, and to me that's going to be unbelievably unfun. Does that go there? It has to, right? Yeah. Helps if it would be where I put it. I don't know why some of these pieces are higher up and others aren't. It's really weird to me. You'd rage quit after one restart. Yeah, we restarted episode 2, and I decided to just call it there for the stream that we had to do that, because once I knew what to do, like the 3.5 hours it took was like basically whittled down to like an hour and a half tops. So it's like, once you know what to do, it's not too bad. You know what to engage with and what not to engage with. But it's still a bit annoying. I don't think it's necessary. I think a checkpoint system, or if they wanted to, like some sort of lives, like you have like 5 lives or something. Oh, that's weird. So sometimes it's like lower. Does that mean it's in the right spot? Maybe? Huh. That is curious. But yeah, like I said, it's gotten me a little worried about this particular episode, so we'll see how it goes. If I can. Problem is like I have the picture put together, it's just a little wonky. Also, it's weird. It seems like that's not his face. but there's no indication on who else's face it could be. Because it has to be at the frame, so it has to be there, so... But overall, it's been interesting enough that I want to finish it, but it's... Again, it definitely has an issue. Okay. It's a journey, yeah. That's certainly one way to look at it. I do not like this puzzle. Because there's no feedback on whether I'm putting things in the right position. Come on. The highest to the lowest. Alright, thank you for the lurk. From highest to lowest, what? The 7 numbers are in the photo. Alright, so standing, black shirt, white shirt, mustache, sitting, glasses. Mustache. Okay, standing. Glasses, mustache. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's only 6. There's only 6 drawings on the sheet. I guess it does. It's the process of elimination. So let's see. So 3. 6. 2. 5. No. 1. 3, 6, 2, 1. 3, 6, 2, 1. 7. 5. I need to write this down. Let me write this down. So 3, 6, 2, 1, 5. Right? Hold on. No, that's not it. Standing. Standing is 3, 6, 2, 1. 3, 6, 2, 1, 7. 5. So what's the one that's missing? 1, 2, 3, 4. What is 4? 4 is also, so maybe 4. Okay. So that, in theory, should...
This photo is more than it seems.
Alright, let's see. Let's see if that's the number. But the thing is, it's not getting any power. It said... I think we need the stapler. Because we have to maybe staple the picture back together. Oh no, we probably need to do this. Security. Oh, okay, so we can only have... So we needed to go to security. And then now we need to try to put the code in. So we have 3, 6, 2, 1, 7, 5, 4. That's not it. Let's try 3, 6, 4, 1, 7, 5, 2. Okay. I don't know what we're supposed to do there then. That's rather annoying. Oh, okay. So I looked up what you had to do for the puzzle, and it's counting. It's not it's not just where they're sitting. So the the amount of people standing from highest to lowest. So there's 4 people standing, 1 black shirt, 6 white shirts. I think there are 3 mustaches. So what's that? 6, 4, 3, 3. 1, 1. 6, 4, 3, 1, 1. Yeah, 6, 4, 6, 4, 3, 3, 3, 1. Okay. Jesus. There's nowhere to hide in here. We might die here. All right. Okay, so was it?
Okay. I think I need to see a psychiatrist.
All right, so let's put in this code. Seven, 6, 4, 3, 3, 3, 1. Door is open. One, 2, 3. Okay.
I see some notes there. Let's have a look. Ah, Dr. Baroness Prestigard. It's a good start.
Today's session with Ariadne was by far the most productive to date. Not because of the conversation we had, for her mind continues to adhere to the usual extravagant patterns, but because today she asked to get her things back, which led me to a surprising discovery. Down in the storage room, I was convinced I would not find any of the belongings taken from her when she was admitted, but there was nothing further from the truth. There was a diary and a music box. After handing the box to Ariadne, I quickly browsed through the diary, which apparently belonged to her father. And that's where it gets interesting. After years of researching paranormal phenomena, Argus Legrand's investigation led him to the Abbey of St. Cecilia, where a cursed concert had supposedly taken place.
We know all that.
Spending a considerable amount of money, he got his hands on the only remaining sheet music from the concert and convinced an acclaimed musician to play the music one more time. The new cursed concert would take place on a steamer that would sail down the Rhine a few weeks later, and both Legrand and his assistants would be there to contemplate the true effects of the song. After the concert, the tycoon wrote the following in his diary. Those ignorant, illiterate fools. I can only laugh at their curse and their stupidity. The only misfortune that damn song has brought is a hole in my bank account. Alas, at least I take the melody with me. I will have it in mind and play it each day for my family. Ha! Those drunk, lazy bastards. Their misfortune was caused by their own stupidity and bad blood. Wanting to put the blame on a song is yet another sample of their total lack of culture. Argus Legrand never knew that the steamer suffered a strange accident just hours after he got off that killed everyone on board.
Ouch.
Yet his thoughts on the melody eventually changed. They did indeed change.
I can't believe it. Daniel wasn't exaggerating. This is much worse than I ever imagined.
One, two, three. And for those of you wondering, the reason why we wait 3 seconds is there was a mob or a monster basically that was hidden behind a door that didn't immediately that didn't immediately give us sounds when we went up to the door. So now, audiovisual documentation, there must be something useful there if I can open it. Okay, so we need stuff. So now I wait 3 seconds at every door to make sure that there's no sounds that is going to get us got. And unfortunately, it seems like we only have one shot at this hospital, so that's gonna be fun. I feel like we should probably switch the power. But let's put it on the morgue. I don't know if we have access to an elevator yet. But yeah, so like I said, this episode makes me very, very nervous. There are quite a few ways in this game to just get got without any sort of recourse. So and with permadeath, you know, that basically means that we get one shot and then we have to do the whole thing over again. Oh boy, there's a lot of rooms up here. One, two, three. Staff area. One, two, three. Okay. Guy, looks like a hole in the wall. Oh. Okay. don't have any information. Okay, so we have a piano up here. Music really helped with mental illness. I'm glad this patient had a chance to pursue their hobby. Guessing the patient was planning on rehearsing these songs. Okay, is that a hiding spot? That is a hiding spot, okay. Musician. Oh, okay, so it's named the rooms after the patients. So we need some sort of like sheet music or something. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Someone used to sketch big imperfection on the wall. Wait, what? Should I take the drawing down and see what's behind it? Probably, but let's give it a second. Patient never got around to finish the painting. It's the hole in the wall. Yeah.
Looks like 2 of the hospital's patients shared a little secret.
Seems like had their own shared secret. Okay. World sketch hasn't been finished. Looks professional though. Painter's utensils. I mean, yeah, it makes it,
Oh.
it actually kind of makes sense because they've shown that sometimes music can be very helpful to other creative or logical processes and stuff. So for the 2 of them to have a hole adjoining actually makes a little bit of sense. One, 2, 3. Oh boy, this person has a lot of trophies. A lot of trophies. What's this?
Great.
Taxidermist instructions. She blinks, awoken by hunger. This nighttime, and she listens. She takes flight, swift, lethal, and silent. You scream as she tears you away from yourself. Satisfied, she lands on her nest and hoots in the wind, announcing her victory. Her firm grip paralyzes you. The blood spills as she feasts. She swells and beats her wings, and satiated, she sleeps. Okay. Obviously, speaking of an owl. Looks like this patient had other health issues. Yep. Most assuredly. Okay. One, 2, 3.
Shit.
Okay. Language. Nice. Some kind of tools to pick it. We don't have squat in the way of items currently. Okay, we can just go in here?
Not that way.
No. That's what I was talking about. That's the delayed one. That's the thing that got us before. But you could tell, like, as I come up to the door, there was nothing, and then it, like, 2 seconds later, there was something. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Figure this is where it wants us to go. Okay. So, we can't go in this room. What about this one? One, 2, 3. No. Okay. Listen to this door again. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's something behind that, so we're not gonna... That door is a no-go. Alright, where... Anywhere else we can go? That's weird. Ah, okay. We gotta wait till this finishes. Yeah. One, 2, 3. Aha. Ooh, what does that say up there? It doesn't like the light, but it likes the song. Okay. So... I'm guessing we play the ones in the dark, because it says it doesn't like the light. So it would be that one, that one, that one. Hard to see. Which one is that? I think it's this one. One with the dot in the middle. That one. That one again. Question mark 1, which I believe... How do we get to those? Oh, we can push up. Question mark. That one. That one again. That one again. Yep. That one. That one. What's that? Oh, that was it. Okay, that was it. Piano key. Ah. Did this tiny key in here? What's it for? It's to open.
What the hell did I just play? These notes. I felt something indescribable. Terrifying.
Okay, so it. Oh, so the song permeated into the hospital as well. Okay, I see. Okay. I think I know where this key goes. Assuming the Gooby Gobby monsters don't get us. Does it go here? It does, okay.
Oh. I wonder if this projector still works. We'll soon find out.
Interview with Ariande. Oh. We're playing it? Interesting. Okay.
Hi, Ariadne.
Ariadne.
How are you? Do
Ariadne.
you feel like talking today? No, I think you're right. That I don't see things like you do. If you don't feel like talking, you can draw. Whatever comes to you first.
She gives something that so she can draw. There's a box of paints on the table.
Turn off the light. It doesn't like the light.
The light. Who doesn't like the light, Ariadne?
Ariadne. Not a good idea.
Who is that old lady?
It's me.
We can listen to your box if you want. Sometimes I hear you playing it when I pass by your room.
She's not playing it in her room. Waiting for her music box. This poor nurse. She didn't know what kind of hell she was unleashing.
No. No, you don't hear them. You don't see it or understand it.
What don't I see? Tell me how to understand you, Ariadne.
Sleep. Like me. In my bed.
You want me to sleep with you? It's normal not to want to sleep alone. Sometimes I get scared at night.
Not here. At home. Daddy, Mommy, and Elaine sleep there. When they understand.
Sorry? You mean you want me to sleep at your house?
Yes. sleep there and listen to the song.
And then you'll talk to me. Oh, who's this gentleman? Is it your daddy?
No, it's Mr. Noir.
Excuse me? So, she's seeing herself, or she's drawing herself as an...
What did she say?
Yeah. She was seeing herself and talking about Daniel, who obviously wasn't even born yet. Okay, interesting. Also, the screen lifted up, which is... What is this? Ariadne, LeGrant Amsberg, Bernice Prestegard. Volunteers are divided into two groups, the experimental group and the control group. 12 test subjects will be placed in individual padded cells. 6 subjects from the control group, North, will live there for the duration of the experiment but will not experience any other change in their usual routine. 6 subjects in the experimental group, including Ariadne, will be played 2 cycles of the song from the music box daily, approximately 4 minutes. Procedure will continue for 21 consecutive days. The patient is expected to verify that the melody has no effect on people and in fact presumed to help the treatment of her mental condition, which does not seem to improve at all nor respond to other treatments. Regardless of the results and given age of the patient, electroshock is not recommended under any circumstances. Oh boy, so they forced... I'm guessing it's the people upstairs, the 6 people upstairs, to listen to 2 cycles of the song from the box every day. Okay. That's... One, 2, 3. Okay, where are we at now? Oh. Okay. So we have 6 doors all leading to the same room and then some double doors. I don't like this section. Alright, let's ground. Can't seem to unblock the gate from this side either. Let's check these double doors first. 1, 2, 3. Where are we at? Oh, the morgue. Okay. What do we got here? Second experiment report. Ariadne, Legrand. Okay, monitoring of experimental process detailed in report. 2 of the patients' experimental group have disappeared. I was doing rounds in the east wing when I began to hear screams coming from the cells. I went in that direction and tried to calm the patients down, but they were non-responsive. Not sure if they could hear me, their screaming was so loud. I ran to the security room and returned with the manager. As soon as he opened the cell, we saw it was empty. We could hear shrieking sounds all around us. It was impossible to know for sure, but I swear the loudest screams were coming from the very room we were about to enter. Besides, as soon as we opened the door, all of the screaming ceased at once. We checked the rest of the cells, and one of them is empty, but no one moved any of the patients. What the hell is going on? We must get to the bottom of this. Okay, so it is in fact like snatching them out of locked rooms, which we kind of already knew. Bodies bring back. I had to ID a dead friend's body at the morgue because of heroin. Oh. Why would they close this fridge with a belt? What is this? Sharp instrument. Okay. The light is pretty strong. It's aimed at those refrigerators that line the wall. For some reason, it feels oddly reassuring. You say so. Don't kill us, please. Please don't kill us. Okay. Leather strap similar to a belt. Wonder if I could fix it? Hi, Abyss. How you doing today? We haven't seen you in a while. Jesus Christ.
Phew. That place. So dark and cold.
Jesus. I knew something was about to happen. Padded cells won't be able to hear what happened. Okay. Ooh, I don't like that. We can't hear into the rooms? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. This? If I could replace the belt, I could get the lift to work again, but this one I have is broken. Okay, so we need to fix the belt. For that. Alright, does that give us a hide location? That does. Doesn't look like I'd be able to open that. Okay.
Oh.
Alright, so we can't hear into any of the padded cells, so we're not gonna mess around with that. Is that really it? Guess so. Where do we go? Okay, we need to fix the belt. I could probably put the power to the lift. The picture we solved. We can't get through the glass just yet because we don't have anything to reach it, but that's what we need the stapler for, maybe, is to fix the belt. Although I don't think that would be very durable. Solve the puzzle. Oh, yeah, there's the box upstairs. We can get there, that is. That she said she needed some sort of tool to open. So maybe with the scalpel? No, that doesn't seem like a very good way to open a box, but we'll see. Is this gonna work? Sure, apparently.
Yes.
Box of flares? If I carry these around, at least they'll help me illuminate the darker areas.
Flares. They could be useful. Hello? Is there someone there?
Uh-oh, it's the music box. Okay.
What's that sound?
Oh, no, it's a gramophone. Okay, never mind. I thought it was the music box. So like, oh, well, you doomed. Doomed.
It's absurd. I don't even know why I came here, why I'm here. Have I really begun to believe my patient's story? And yet, there's something that I can't explain. It might just be my mind playing tricks on me, but I've started seeing things. And I hear the music from Ariadne's music box in my head. I need to understand this. There's something threatening about this place. The candles help me make the room a bit more cozy, and the last rays of sunshine still come in through the window. But the shadows in this room make me feel uneasy. All I've done is clean off the dust from an old mattress and lie on it, without even taking my clothes off, since I don't really think I'll get much sleep in this place. The silence here is oppressive, almost solid.
Okay.
Aside from the still hum of the phonograph and the old wooden beams creaking, I can't hear a single thing.
Okay.
Where am I?
The first dream.
Am I dreaming?
Can't cross that door. Everything on nothing but darkness. One, two, three.
What is this place?
That's us with the music. What am I doing in a painting? Yeah, that's a good question. Oh, what's this? Wait, you can read that? Okay. It's here. I've felt it again. It happens sometimes, though always at night, when I turn out the lights, almost unperceivable, barely, just barely past where my eyes can see. Or when I close my eyes, watching me with eyes that are not such, lurking in the frontier between wakefulness and sleep. My dreams are unusual, my rest troubled. When I wake up, I remember seeing something in the distance, through a window that I can barely make out, or in a fleeting reflection on a bright surface of the river, as I walk arm in arm with my fiancée, lost in the muds of the Great War. Other times I dream a crowd is watching me, and that thing is there, among their gray faces, devoid of expression. As soon as I notice its existence, I stop being capable of finding it. Do I really want to? Do I mean to find it? What does it all mean? Excuse me? That wasn't there before. Okay. That was...
Grant, why am I seeing him?
Alright. It's a bust of us, but with goopy eyes. Rah. Wake up.
It's me.
No doubt that that's me. Okay, sound like this door unlocked. One, two, three. Ooh, can't see squat. It's dark. Why are you so dark? One, two, three.
It's the same room, and yet it's not.
Ah, okay, so the paintings have changed. That's Isaac and Daniel. And that's Isaac and his death. Okay. I dare not name it, but I know it's here. There's a presence that follows me everywhere and nowhere at once, in the walls and ceilings, but also buried in my mind, digging through my thoughts and painting them in the color of fear. Everything becomes a little darker each day. God, what's happening to me? When there is silence, I hear the melody. Soft, slow, beautiful, dark, sinister, terrifying, and cruel. If I pay close attention, those impossible notes and unnatural chords echoing from the deepest of caverns reach me without passing through my ears. In my dreams, I descend towards an indescribable place I beg never to get to see. When I wake up, all I remember is the dread. That thing is at the end of the road. It is there. I know it is there. If that's even a place, they are the same. It is there. No, it is not. It equals there. It cannot be. It can't be. It can't be of this world.
Wake up. It's me again. What does this mean?
Okay. Alright, so we've got a little bit of a looping thing going on here. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. All right. Another gallery. Indeed. Ah.
Where am I going?
Oh, this has changed quite a bit. All right, so that's.
Who's this person? I've never seen him before.
So there's Daniel with the box. Ariadne with the box. Oof. It's behind every door, waiting for me to step through. It's in the cracks in the ceiling, waiting for me to walk in. It's in each shadow, every nook and cranny, waiting for me to turn my back. It's in the mirrors, waiting for me to look. Does it know that I'm aware of it? Please, please tell me it doesn't. No, no, no. If it knows that I know, it will come for me. The melody twists and warps, played by a grotesque instruments no person could have created. It starts out with an awful screeching sound and slowly transforms until it can be heard amidst all the shrieking and anguish. I want to close my eyes, but I'm already asleep. I can't. I don't want to get there. These are not nightmares, it's more than that. I wish they were nightmares, but those are gone. They died of fear a long time ago. What remains is the horror and the plateau, only the presence and the foreboding echoes of the song. I want to disappear, stop the suffering and torment, and never hear or see anything again. I want to stop feeling it, enduring it, but I have to finish. I must do it. I must get there. Us again.
Wake up!
Oof, that one screamed at us this time.
What is happening to me?
One, two, three. Oof. This us?
What? Who's there?
Yep.
Damn it. I fell asleep. The candles have practically melted through, and the wax cylinder on the phonograph is about to run out. I saw something. I don't know what I contemplated in my dreams, but it felt so real. It almost felt like I was moving forwards, or rather downwards. But I don't know towards what.
Berenice decided to investigate Ariadne's story, and she found something. I need to keep looking into this. Let's see what happened after that dream. Well,
I'm gonna need another one to listen. Okay. What do we have here? Poem by Bernice. I drift off asleep by the 100th number to be carried away despite resistance. Somewhere else, out in the distance, devoid of sleep, peaceful slumber. The song, it beckons, it pulls me, it screams, guiding me to the depths of my own mind, an ominous glimpse, the sole thing I find. Something dark, impossible to believe. These cannot be only dreams. Have I been condemned? Did I become lost? What I'm seeing, what it means. Endless expanse, made of stone, and past a perpetual eclipse, the rims of the sun that is not our own. Okay. Oh, interesting. She's got pictures of the presents. Alright, we should probably make sure we know where there's a hiding. So the musician's room is the only area where we can hide. We need to. Hopefully we won't need to. This game does a good job of absolutely trolling you. Okay. So, where was it dark? I guess there's the... No. Go downstairs, please. Thank you. There's... Padded cells we can't do anything with. Nothing outside. We could probably switch the power over to the lift. Maybe we could throw a flare through that window in the kitchen to get the weird squiggly thing to go away. Whatever's in there. Yeah, so let's go switch the power over to the lift. And maybe throw flares at Kitchen Squiggle Man, assuming we make it. and the game doesn't just absolutely devour us. I should change my nickname to Kitchen Squiggle Man. And then never explain why it's Kitchen Squiggle Man. Alright, lift. We'll need that. Because my guess is we're going to find something maybe in cold storage or one of the freezers or whatever that's going to help us get the stapler. The stapler will help us fix the belt. The belt will get us on the lift, which will take us to a new floor. Sorry, I'm trying to keep track of where there's hiding spots just in case we need one. Yeah, see, it's very dark in here. We're just going in there, it's dark and it doesn't like the light. Okay, they're doing a little bit of a spook here. We have a hiding spot if we need it. So I was right. We do have to throw a flare through the window. Gotta wait for the spook to go away first. Makes very odd sounds when she's frightened.
That was strange.
Indeed. Alright. Box of flares. Use. Eat flares. Kitchen Squiggle Man.
All right. At least we got some light now. Do I dare go in? Take a deep breath and find what you need.
Oh. The bellows. Glove could be useful. I'm keeping it. Look like a medieval knight. Oh, so we can reach through the glass. Yeah. Okay, cool. Alright. Take that, Kitchen Squiggle Man. I'm gonna say that, and then he's gonna be like waiting out here for us. Be like, ha ha, you thought you were funny. Throwing a flare at me. Alright. Slow and steady. Mesh glove. Staple. Old metal stapler. Alright, so let's combine that with the belt. Perfect. Alright, what do we have? Recording, stapled belt. Okay, so now we can go fix the lift. We already switched the power over. The lift is first floor through the film projector rooms. Okay. Way straight across the hall. Okay. so if we take a left, yeah, if we just follow this left wall. We'll make it around to the lift. Is I not too confident about that belt? I wouldn't be either, but you know.
How pathetic would it be if this thing falls and I die in here?
Pretty, I don't know if I'd call it pathetic, but pretty messed up, yeah.
Well, at least I made it out of there alive.
Ah, okay. Okay, so can't use those doors regardless. Blocking the staircase. Alright, one door. 1, 2, 3. Open sesame. Okay, so this is where... Let's go ahead and, before we check any doors, unlock this door.
Nice one.
Okay. How many doors do we have? A bunch. We've got 2 doors on that side and 1 on this side. Let's check this side first. 1, 2, 3. Is this a phonograph here? What is this? A working phonograph. Ah, okay. We can use that here.
On the one hand, I just want to get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other, I need to know what's happening. I
Fair.
need to understand.
Yes, the hat is back. Welcome back, Eddie.
Causes in me,
How you doing today?
and the visions I've had these past few days. It's pitch black outside, and the old mansion is even more menacing than before. I've taken out my last 2 candles, but lighted only 1, in case I wake up before dawn. It would terrify me to be here, alone in the dark. I'm in Ariadne's room again.
The second dream.
Is this the same dream?
Guess we'll find out. One, 2, 3.
The hospital, it can't be real, right?
Okay, so that's different. Padded cells. Or at least a door that passes on. Go slow its work. We are on episode 5. We are on the last episode of Song of Horrors. So hopefully, fingers crossed, the game doesn't snatch us up and ruin it. We're making some pretty good progress. So dreaming, nice. We're making some pretty good progress. I'm hoping, yeah, let's hope I don't die. Yeah, because we only have 1 life. we can. The game was like you can only send one person to the hospital. So my guess is if that one person dies, we get to start all over again.
Who are you? Are you also me? The dream catcher. Give it to me. You don't need it.
Give her my dream catcher? Yes. Okay, got a key. Found in a dream.
You need to investigate. You need to know. You need to keep going down.
Okay. Ooh boy. Spooky.
No choice.
Gotta play this one extra safe. Yeah. Indeed. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make sure I know where all the hiding spots are. I'm trying to make sure that if there's any sort of like playing the doors extra safe, waiting like 3 to 4 seconds still, like I'm trying my best. It's gonna really suck if we have to restart, but okay. Oh, that was supposed to happen.
What happened to me? Where am I now?
She's in a padded cell. Only one way out.
One way out. What does that mean?
Why would I need an all for? Help me escape.
Where did I come from? What's going on?
Oh,
I don't like this.
what is this? What do I pretend to do with a knife? Okay, I think this... Yeah, so these are the ways...
That can't be.
Different people died in different ways. I don't know who died with the awl, but the knife is how Daniel saw himself killing himself in the mirror. The noose is how Isaac killed himself. What is this?
I need to get out of here.
Is there no other way out? Should I drink from this bottle? It's arsenic. Hoo boy. Alright. Guess we get to drink the arsenic.
That was... Why would I do something like that? I know I'm closer to understanding something, to finding that last puzzle piece. But I also realize there's no turning back. I feel like I've broken something inside of me that can't be mended.
Each dream feels closer to that place. And further from reality. It's still dark outside. But it seems like the candle burned out a while ago. It must be close to dawn. Yes, it can't be long now.
Okay, so I'm guessing there's one more.
Answers. Get to the bottom of this matter. Understand Ariadne and what is happening to me.
Okay, so I'm guessing there's probably one more
Story
sequence.
goes on, and it only gets worse. Baroness, what did you find? I need to find out for myself.
Okay, so we have some doors here. 1, 2, 3.
Well,
Steam-powered messaging system, what is it doing here? Okay. That's where. I don't know where the steam is. What do we need to do here? Is there not a reset button? Okay. Okay, so that's on that one. That's where it starts. So... that one, okay. That one's not helpful. Okay, so now it's going down here. Okay, so now it's on that one. So 1, 2. So now it's here. Okay, it's there. Which means that we need to rotate it. Does it need to go to the restroom or the director's office? Guessing the director's office. So we need to rotate it once, twice. So 1, 2. And then 1. Cool, director's office.
Now I just need to check out exactly what I unblocked.
Okay. Oh, okay.
What? Hello?
Okay, but there's something on that table. Right here if it came to the worst. One, 2, 3.
This room. It's the same one where Berenice interviewed Ariadne in that film.
Lost drawings. Entry psychiatry books.
Shit.
The doorknob does not move. Okay. Alright, so... where is the director's office? Guess we haven't found it yet. I guess it's the one of the rooms across the hall. Okay. Bunch of old newspapers. Listen. 1, 2, 3. What room is this? It doesn't say. Owl is odd. This. Written from an artist. I found this among the photos in a history magazine. It looks a lot like the drawing done by your patient, the little girl, doesn't it? I've attached a copy. It must be a coincidence, but even so, discovering the origins of the image made me shudder. From the walls of a newly discovered chamber in the caves of Alta Maria in Spain. The painting is from the Paleolithic. Local archaeologists have ruled that it's 40,000 years old. Okay. Is illegible. Staff lounge. Okay, so I guess that's where we're at, is the staff lounge. Oh, it says there's a puzzle here. Oh, okay. This is that claw. She blinks, awakened by hunger. So eyes. Can we just do one eye, I guess? Alright, so blinks. Listens. Flight, so wings and scream. So wings, scream. Lands on her nest. Lands. She hoots. Her firm grip. Oh, I think we might have messed up. I think nest may have been the branch. Blood spills as she feasts, so mouth. So mouth, wings. And sleeps, which I'm guessing is her eyes. Yeah, okay, so we messed it up. So it should be eyes, ears, wings, mouth, nest, which should be the branch, boots, so mouth, hand, mouth, so mouth, or talons technically. Boots in the wind, her firm grip paralyzes you. Grip. Blood spills as she feasts. I'm guessing that's her mouth. So it's mouth, wings, eyes. Mouth, wings, eyes. No. Okay. Let's see if we can read this again. So, blinks is our eyes. Ears. Wings. You scream. I was messing that up as she tears you away. So that should be claws. That's probably what it was. So it's eyes, ears, wings, claws, nest, which should be branch, boots, which is her mouth, grip, which is hands again, blood spills as she feasts, so mouth, wings, and eyes. Mouth, wings, eyes. There we go. That's what I was missing. It says you scream, not she screams. That's what I was missing. What does that say? Alan Cedric? Alan Cedric. On the hospital doctors, I guess. Oh, maybe it's for that. There's a locked door up here. Yeah, right there next to Prestigard. So maybe that's what we're looking for. And maybe it's the director's office too. That'd be very helpful. Kind of an all-in-one package thing. Alright, we didn't check this door. One, two, three. Oh no, this looks like the director's office. Recording of Bernice Prestigard. Word of testimony. I need to find a...
Cylinder. The end of the story. Please, Baroness. Give me something I can use.
Alright, this is the third report. General examination by Director Edward Saunders of the experiment performed by Dr. Bernice Prestigard. 5 patients from the experimental group have disappeared, all except for the original test subject, Ariadne. Or Ariadne. That's what it was, Ariadne. I don't know if they've escaped or if the walls swallowed him, but they've left no trace. Security did not register any relevant incidents either. Looked for the doctor to inform her of this, but she is nowhere to be found. When I asked Ariadne if she had seen her, she shook her head and asked me if she was finally there. I asked her what she meant, but she didn't say anything else. It's been impossible to reestablish communication with her. I have a terrible feeling about this. You should. You just sentenced basically 5 people to weird Cthulhu death. Okay. So let's go back out here. Can we play the third cylinder in that room? I think it's broken, right? We can't play it here, can we?
Not that way.
Oh, the needle's broken. Okay. Okay, so let's use that key up here. Alright, where's our nearest hiding spot? The musician's room. Okay, so this one is the one we needed a key for.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay, let's listen just to make sure. 1, 2, 3. Old medicine books. Got some notes. Dr. Prestigard was right. At first, I was dismissive of her experiment. Why waste all those resources on proving to a sick girl that she claimed to see was due to abnormal functioning of her psyche? Yet it all made sense when she subjected patients to the song in the music box, when the doctor began to describe her own experiences. The rapid mental and cognitive decline... sorry about that. The rapid mental and cognitive decline and the hallucinations suffered by the subjects in the experimental group became impossible to ignore, faced not only with the new disorder, but also, once the effects described spread to the hospital staff, for the first time in history, a contagious mental illness. A Nobel Prize on a silver platter. Of course, that's what he's thinking about. In light of the results, however, the facts confound my expectations. The song completely broke their minds and took them all at a pinnacle of their madness. That is the one thing data shows that they all share in common, except for Ariadne Legrand-Amsberg. That girl is the only one from the group that is still with us. Her cell is only... Wait, her cell is only what? Oh, here we go. One free of horrible screaming. Hers is the only behavior that hasn't changed. She is the only one that has gone unscathed, and she acts exactly as she did before the experiment. I think Dr. Prestigard was right about the reasons for this. Ariadne's file indicates that she was exposed to the song when she was barely a few months old. She was a baby, her mind a blank canvas with limitless capacity for adaptation. Not like us, we broke, or we're going to break. Ariadne's mind, like the young tree bending under unbearable forces, has not snapped or rather grown in a different way. It is twisted and therefore can no longer be broken. The song, the dark figure, the horrible visions and dreams are simply her normality. Her everyday life since she can remember. If only I could find Dr. Prestigard and tell her she was right. There is no solution. What will become of all of us? Ah, okay.
Great.
A stethoscope.
Well,
Helps me here that I couldn't. Okay, so we're gonna have to go back down to the cells and use the stethoscope and listen for the one that doesn't have screaming. That's what that note said. Right. Her cell is the only one free of horrible screaming. Yep, okay. So we've got to go back down to those padded cells. Which should be okay, down the stairs through film projections. Okay. Okay, that has sounds, so that's a no. Alright, that's a no. I think that's a hell no. But we're gonna listen. Yeah, that's a no. Jesus Christ. That specific door was like, no. Go away. Fine. We're good. I got you. Message received. Oh no, not this. Oof.
hallucinating.
Oh boy. That's a no. That's the one. Silent room it is. Alright. Got syringe. Instrument used to inject medicine. I feel like we needed that for something. The wardrobe. Okay, so he's gonna be showing. He's gonna walk in front of the wardrobe. Oh, I know what we need the syringe for. Silly me. I'm so silly.
Yes.
The needle. So we can play the last thing. The last phonograph thing. Okay. Yeah, it's the first door on our left. Door at the end of the hall on the right. Alright, use the needle. And the recording. Alright, give us the information we need.
This place. That thing. The presence. That's what Argos Legrand called that horror. Now I know why.
Yeah.
It's anywhere the song is. In the hospital, in Ariadne, in me. Everywhere. Maybe there's no solution. Maybe it isn't something you can just end. But maybe cut it off from everything, from this world.
Okay.
The bridge. Return the song to whence it came. If I take the box to that place, if I leave it there, with the presence, I need to push forward just a little longer.
So that's the solution, is to bring the song
I need to put
back?
an end to this.
To give it to the presence?
There.
Okay.
I need to know. I need to make it.
Oh. 1920, the third dream. There's a weird crinkable elevator here.
Ariadne, do you need my help or do I need yours?
Okay. Down we go. Into the belly of the beast. What's up, Santa? Right now, hopefully, getting through the final chapter, final episode here of Song of Horror. I feel like we're very much coming up on a conclusion here. So, we'll see. How are you doing today, Repulsor? Good to see you. Wow. When apparently going there takes you real deep. Good, can't complain. How's your holiday working? I'm assuming you don't get any of the Christmas time off. Actually, no, with your schedule, you already have the 2 days for Christmas off, right?
Where am I?
Because it's Friday and Saturday. So did they give you extra holidays for that, or are they making you come in? Okay. Spooky lantern at the end. Is that Daniel? Wait a second. Oh. There's a big old door back there. Or maybe I have to turn out the lantern, but that isn't me. What will happen if I turn it off? Should I turn it off? I mean, there's no other thing to do, so...
I'm so sorry.
Oh no, that's... Okay, that is the other version of her. For now, but that can quickly change because extra people are required for holiday. Yeah, that's what I was... Oh, there was the presents. The pit and the pendulum, the shoulders of the giants, her caring grace.
I don't know what this means, but I think it's important.
Oh, thank God you're all right.
Okay.
What did you find?
That doctor. I think something terrible happened to her. She wanted to take the box to a place she called there. Does that make sense?
I think I know what she meant. Listen, there's no time to waste. Get out of there. I'll take it from here.
Will you now? But yeah, that's what I figured. I figured like holidays are gonna be weird because they're like normally you would have it off, but because you know chaos,
Was right.
you might have to work.
Everything. I've seen it with my own eyes, even if it was in dreams. It's true. That place.
So what are you currently streaming, Repulsor?
I know what I have to do. Now that I'm awake, I need to get the music box and find a way to take it there. Yes. I solved this riddle. Now that I'm awake, I can put an end to this horror once and for all. Now that I'm awake, I can awake.
Okay. Finale. There. Okay, so we beat episode 5, so we don't have to worry about that. We are now in the finale. Thursday is Final Fantasy VIII, okay. Friday is 7 Days to Die,
Save me.
and Saturday is Neo. Okay.
And had developed a mind so distorted that it could withstand the horrors it saw each day. But there was another way out. To break the connection between our reality and that terrible place. To take the song and its nightmares to their place of origin. I was the only person who could do it. The only one who had heard the melody and, so far, lived to tell the story. Time was running out. The mansion was still far away, and my damned car chose that precise moment to go belly up. Everything seemed to conspire against me, but I wasn't about to give up. There wasn't much time left, but I knew I still had a chance.
Okay. Let's finish this. Daniel must go there, leave the music box, and come back before it's too late. I wonder if it's through the... No.
Almost over. Just find the box and take it to that place.
I was wondering if maybe it was through the wardrobe that, like, her father killed everybody in front of. But it might be somewhere in the house. It might be in her room. Hello? Open up. Come to solve the madness. That is interesting, though. They're...
She doesn't answer. I should go inside.
They've touched on an interesting topic of, like, if you've dealt with these things...
I have to find her and ask her about the music box.
For so long... Map not available. Okay. If you've dealt with these things for so long, you know, like since you were a child, with all these like crazy traumatic experiences and stuff, do you... The exit. Oh, interesting.
What? It can't be. It doesn't make sense.
But it's one of those, does that steal your mind in a weird way against against like further issues. Now of course they're playing that like it's a creature and it doesn't mess with her because she was a baby, but
No way.
but there's some conversation to be had that,
How with that?
you know, that trauma, if experienced at a young age, possibly being a thing that when they experience another traumatic event, maybe they're not quite as like upset by it, so to speak. Okay, well, we're currently stuck. Unless I missed a door in here. Because that's the only way we can go. Must be that painting. Oh, the exit's by his ex-wife. That's why he was like, wait, what? I'm missing a door somewhere? Oh, there's doors over here. Okay. I was like, I gotta be missing a door somewhere, right? And also a thing to keep in mind too that this game touches on is, you know, that like this took place after and, you know, during and through both.
Pardon me for barging in like this, but I need that box.
Like the World Wars.
The music box I gave you. I need it. Please tell me where it is.
Its box is upstairs.
Thank you. I promise I'll free both of us from that cursed thing.
Upstairs, Mr. Neuer.
In her room. Yeah, there.
In my room. There.
Elaine, Ariadne's older sister. What a senseless tragedy.
But, and that's a thing that I think a lot of, a lot of... He wants to help? Oh. Yeah, she's talking about the nurse. or the doctor. So a lot of thing you forget is that, you know, things that happened, you know, 80 to, you know, 60 years ago, stuff like that, still has a lot of residual strain on, you know, the people generations after the events themselves happened. I don't know if it's really touching on that particular topic, but it is a, you know, something to discuss when talking about this stuff. So we need to find her room. Okay. Natalie. Little girl's personal notes. Elaine appears multiple times. So much dust on the sheet you can barely see their original color. Elaine with Ariadne in her arms. Well, that was probably painted right before everything went down. Oh, this is the room.
I see it next to the mirror.
Thick layer of dust, because this is where the doctor was. All right, so now we need to take the music box to there, which means I guess he's got to sleep. Oh no, he's got to do the light thing that the monks did. And that Husher did. Bingo.
Where am I?
Where you want to be. Okay, and there's the elevator down that the doctor took.
What is this hideous place? Dr. Prestigard?
Bernice Prestigard's nightmare. Ah, okay, so Daniel's going to help her out because he was the only one that could bring the music box in. Oh. Or not. Where are we?
There's still 2 patients who haven't heard the song, but I don't remember who they are. Ariadne, are you there?
He always lies.
The man next door.
He always lies about his dreams.
Okay.
Have you recently dreamed about an eclipsed sun?
Okay. So possibly 5.
A solar eclipse towering over a great expanse. Have you seen anything like that in your dreams?
No.
Have you recently dreamed about an eclipsed sun?
No.
A solar eclipse towering over a great expanse. Have you seen anything like that in your dreams?
I think it's 2 and 5.
Have you recently dreamed about an eclipsed sun?
Hello? Patient is not responding. The patient next cell always lies about his dreams. So it's like 2 and 5, I guess? She's gonna play the melody in a cell that I pick. I need to choose carefully. So he's seen it because he said no, but she said he always lies. Information. 6 subjects will be listened to the box. Procedures already begun. Exposing 4 of these subjects to the music with surprising effects. Ariadne, the control patient, did not present any changes after listening to the music in her own cell, and yet 2 of the other subjects, enclosed in opposite cells, began to refer to a dream in which they see a dark place with an eclipsed sun. So 5 and 2 are the ones that did see it. Only one of the 2 patients heard the melody. It deems possible that the other encased the sheer suggestion, having heard their fellow patient's description. Okay, so 5 has heard it, 2 has not. On another note, several subjects are taking part in the experiment have placed candles in their cells, although not all of them have listened to the melody. We would assume it's possible that they are simply imitating what they see other patients do in opposite cells. Okay. So 2 has probably not heard it. He doesn't have candles. Patient is not responding. Okay, so 3 doesn't have candles and 2 is across from the one who lied. Another note, several subjects taking part in the experiment have placed candles in their cells, although not all of them had listened to the melody. We assume it's possible that they are simply imitating what they see other patients do in opposite cells. We must proceed with the last 2 subjects. They must not escape. So I think number 2. And number 3, maybe? No. Okay, we only get 3 shots at this. Oof, okay. Because what it says, if they explode, that's wrong. The valves in the sound system explode when they play the song in a cell, and there are only 3 left. Oh, no, it's just whenever you play the song. Okay. Not present after listening to music in her cell, yet two of the other subjects enclosed in opposite cells have begun to refer to a dream which they... Only one of the two has heard the melody. It's deemed possible the other indicates a sheer suggestion. Several subjects taking part in the experiment have placed candles in their cells, although not all of them have listened to the melody. We assume it's possible they're simply imitating what other patients do in opposite cells. We know 5 is lying. We know 5 has seen it. So... And this door has no response. Huh. I'm guessing because he doesn't have light. We'll go with 3. Okay, so that's a correct one. I'm guessing, because the light... And I guess maybe number 1?
No, it can't be. Help me, please.
Okay.
The lantern blew out. If I could just do the same with the rest.
Oh, maybe this side? Argos LeGrant. Should I knock? Ooh, boy. Here we go.
This is unreal.
Argos LeGrant's nightmare. Yep, this is where he, walloped his family.
Ariadne?
Sister, be quiet.
Okay, I can see it in front of us now.
Ariadne, where are you? Ariadne, hold on. Dad is going to save you.
There we go. It's an audio-based puzzle.
Ariadne! Monsters! You won't take my baby away! Oh no!
Well, we found it 2 times, so is that what we needed to do?
I need to open this door. I have to, or I'll be stuck here forever.
Lost my chance. There's another door? Oh, there is. What is this one? Isaac Farber. Should I knock? Yes.
Mr. Farber?
This is very weird. Like, not sure what they're... why we're going through everybody's nightmares. Huh. Big ol' art room, it looks like. I have to skip it. I have to get all of us out of this madness, whatever the cost. Don't. There's a lot of nooses and a lot of levers, it looks like. Oh, I see. We're gonna have to... yeah. That's gonna... ugh, this is gonna be a pain in the butt. Because it's so quick, man. Okay, which one was that? 2 metal. So like right here, I think. You should be able to see it from this one as well. Well, that's unbelievably unhelpful. There's 2 on the side. Man, this is not an easy puzzle. Okay, there's one right in front of us. So this is one of them. Okay. See if that helps us at all. One. Over there. So yeah, I was right. It's this one. This one. Now we just gotta find out about the one that's on that side. It looks like there's one diagonal behind it. Yes, okay. So there we go. That is the 3. So it's the one right in front of the camera here. Come on. Come on. This one here. And then the one diagonal behind it. And this one here. Okay. Does that turn out lights? Yep. I guess because we got 3. Yeah. Alright, time to return the box. Oh, I was supposed to say, can we not move?
This place. There.
Ah, there's the eclipse. Okay. And now we gotta put the music box.
I need to leave the box. Get out of here.
Here's your thing back. If you would kindly stop murdering large groups of people that hear a song.
Never.
Don't taunt it. Oh. Run? Ooh, boy.
Oh God. At last. I did it. I fucking did it.
Did you though? Because this is the same room everybody else's nightmare comes to term end, so you walk out of this room and it's somewhere else. Congratulations, you didn't make it. Oh, okay. Looks like we indeed, at least so far, have made it out. I wonder if that also means, like, Ariadne is past. Like, maybe her life was also tied to the presence. Probably go check up on her. Yep, there she is.
Everything will be okay, Mrs. Legrand. Ah, and that song will never play in this world again.
But when she comes over here to murder you.
I must have fallen asleep. What time is it? It's getting late. Do you mind if I turn on the light?
No. It doesn't like the light.
Oh, she still got the box.
But it likes the song.
Oh, hi. Poor Elaine, my firstborn, my pride. Oh. There was another music box. Well played. Alright, well, something's still going on. They're playing credits, but something's still going on.
Daniel, is that you?
Oh yeah, it's just the thing she painted, the exit.
Sophie,
Very cool. So the hands that were trying to get out were... Wow. Wow. Very cool. Okay. So we finished it. First try on episode 5. Very happy about that, because I did not want to have to do that again. And I'm glad that they separated the finale from episode 5, although it doesn't seem like you can actually die in the finale. It just seems like that you have to go through different things. So overall, I don't think it was that bad. I will say I'm basically going to reiterate, I don't think the permadeath was necessary. I really don't. I don't think it adds anything other than the fact that, oh no, you could possibly die. But then you just start back with another character, pick up their stuff, and usually finish the chapter anyways. And if you don't finish the chapter and you die a whole bunch of times, then you just restart, but you don't gain anything from that, right? So by restarting, you just do everything you did twice as fast, because you know what to expect, you know where your death doors are, you know where your goblin goobly monsters are, whatever, right? So although I think it helped make it to where I would have to see how other people like reviewed and played this, I feel like as a pressure to make sure that you were trying to play as safe as possible, it was very useful for that. But past that, I don't think it's necessary. Now they do have, they have another difficulty, which we're not doing. They also have an easy mode. I don't remember what they call it, but basically they have a mode where there isn't permadeath. So this is what they have, right? We did it on Edgar Allan Poe. It's the basic difficulty level for Song of Horror, which has been designed and balanced based on this level. This game is exactly as it was envisioned. They have a little bit of MR James is the simplest difficulty that keeps permadeath. In this mode, you'll experience fewer dangers than Edgar Allan Poe. In addition, those that you face will be easier to overcome. And then they have ETA Hoffman, which is equivalent in difficulty to James, with one caveat. When you lose a character, you can choose to load the last checkpoint. Permadeath is an integral part of Song of Horror. Before choosing ETA, it's recommended that you already have tried Edgar Allan Poe and MR James before. Finishing the game on this difficulty will not unlock HP Lovecraft. So, that little blurb at the end there about permadeath, I don't 100% agree that it is integral. I think it is a nice thing for creating pressure. I don't think it's integral. Also, the fact that this says you can load the last checkpoint means there is checkpoints already in the game. So I don't know. Let's see what Lovecraft says. I want a challenge, I want terror. It's the hardest level, no learning curve, no mercy. The presence will honor you with its undivided attention from the very beginning, and you will experience the greatest of perils. It is necessary to complete the game in MR James or to unlock it. Okay, so nothing new, nothing specific, I guess. Good thing I didn't die in the last episode. True, well, I did die with 2 characters in episode 4. I didn't die with anybody in episode 5, because if you die with anybody, the one person that you can play, that's just the end of the episode and you have to start all over. But I think it did a good job at what it wanted to do. I feel like the first episode was the strongest. Like it captured the idea of a haunted house so well. And then episode 2, you play in the... Let's go ahead and exit out of this. You play in the Isaac Farber's antique store / area around antique store. And for me, it lost a lot of the terror there. because I kept, you kept going outside, and it part of tension is making you feel like you're ever in danger, right? There's a danger lurking. But every time I stepped outside in the rainy atrium weather and stuff like that, I didn't feel any danger, right? It started sapping that right out, because I was like, okay, I'm safe out here because I don't think it can get me out here, period. The game did have a few instances of what I would call a bit of an unfair, like, gotcha, and especially with it being if I get you, you die. I feel like there was a couple sequences, like when we were playing Grace in episode 4, we were walking up the stairs and we had to get away from the shadow stuff. The problem is we hadn't explored upstairs, so we didn't know where was safe. So I went back down the stairs to get through a gate where I knew a hiding spot was going to be, and that's where the goop thing had started. So it essentially trapped us in a hallway where we could have just been stuck in a death area. That was a bit unfair. The door in the basement in episode 2, where there's a good 2.5 to 3 seconds before it makes a noise, whereas all the other doors up to that point had immediately been like blah, 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 right? That was a bit of a weird one. It did teach us, hey, now we've got to listen at doors longer, but it could have been avoided if they had just started the audio like all the other audio. I think the last major gripe I have is the silence. How you interact with the silence creature is a little poorly explained. So I think if there was a better way to explain that, it would be nice. But once you figure it out, it's not that it's complicated. It's just the way they say, because it says that you have to keep the white area inside the frame. The problem is there's 2 frames. There's the frame that's moving, the one they actually want you to engage with, and then there's the bigger frame that the whole puzzle is centered around. And they don't tell you that. They can tell you, like, oh, by the way, this is a pressure sensitive mini game or something, however word it so it makes sense for their lore, but it never said that it was pressure sensitive. So I thought I just had to hold the triggers whenever the circle was big and let go whenever the circle was small. And that's not going... It worked in one case, but it was not how you were supposed to do that. And they also could have said that you can release one or the other to kind of alleviate that circle and change the circle as well. If that was explained better, I wouldn't have as much of an issue with it, because once we figured it out, it's not hard. And that's one thing I will give this game. It's not a difficult game, with exception of maybe like 1 or 2 puzzles. It's relatively fair when it comes to dealing with the creatures. Like the mirror creatures, super simple. You rotate around, you hit the trigger when they're in the light range, you follow them a little bit more, and you rinse and repeat. Like, that's a super easy creature. The doors, just mash the A button, hit the right trigger to kind of just keep slamming the door on the creature. That's easy. The hiding under the table, just push the triggers. It's like a rhythm game. Just push the triggers when it gets to the middle. So they kept the monsters simple enough to where anybody could deal with them, which I'm very happy with. I think that was really well done. I think the game probably, for me, went on a chapter or episode a bit too long, at least one episode too long. I feel like they could have shrunk it. Basically, they could have done 3 acts but made them longer. But the reason why I think they did shorter episodes, other than the fact that they wanted to sell each episode, is because of the permadeath, right? Because they had the permadeath, you don't want to have like an 8-hour episode, because if you die like hour 6, that's 6 hours of content you'll have to go back through, so you're less likely to do it. So I think that's why they did shorter episodes, but I feel like they could have streamlined it a bit into possibly like 3. But again, permadeath changes the way that you play and the way that you develop. Overall, the story was cool. I think the creatures had some interesting design, if albeit a little just kind of basic humanoid in most cases. Like the thing coming through the door is just a bunch of hands. The shadow that when you hide that comes after you is also just kind of a bunch of hands. Now we understand why it's a bunch of hands, because we saw at the end with Daniel there. What I would have liked to seen is more of the presence, that really tall figure. I would have loved to see more of that just like lurking around, right? You could easily be like at the end of a hallway, like as you're passing, because there's plenty of sequences where they had camera in the right position to do it. You could just have the presence standing there, right? They had a few sequences of that, but I would have loved to see more of the presence. I think the Abyss was also just a creature made of hands and tentacles. It was just trying to grab you and pull you in. No, they were full, like it was like half body creatures, because they try to like grab your arms and stuff. But yeah, I feel like if you're trying to go for something weird, something that isn't just humanoids and tentacles could have been more interesting as creature design. But overall, and then the scares at first were really good. Like when it slammed the hands on the wall, it's like, what is that? You know, or when it got cold, or when the wind started, the dark wind started whipping up and the character started freaking out and stuff. Those were fine until you realize that they mean nothing, right? So the wind, the earthquake, the hands on the wall usually means that they want to delay you. It doesn't necessarily mean they want to stop you. It means they want to delay you. But the wind, the ice, the earthquake, and like just like an overall darkness coming over, all four of those were nothing. Nothing came from those other than to stop you or slow you down for a little bit. And I feel like once you figure that out, what you figured that out about for me was episode 2. I was like, okay, these don't do anything. I just got to wait them out. So then I had to do 3 more episodes of that where I was not terrified at all of those sequences. I was more like, okay, you got like 3 minutes. Can you finish this up, please? You know? Trying to think. Yeah, like overall, I think it's a good game. I think it's a good game. It does what it wants, or what's intended. It tells an interesting enough story. A little twist at the end there. I'm guessing that's because they're probably building to a Song of Horror 2. Or they just wanted to have much like Lovecraftian ends where there is not a good ending. Because there's a lot of Lovecraft stories that are like that, where it's just like, okay, well, everyone just dies. that's just how the story ends. But yeah, overall, I think it's pretty good. It had some good scares early on. It did Haunted Mansion very well. The hospital, I don't know. I feel like the hospital, they put that in there because it's like, oh, it's a game that may or may not be talking about mental illness. It needs to have a hospital. I think most horror games that are, especially survival horror, this kind of third-person survival horror, those tend to have like a hospital sequence. Shakespeare? No, definitely not Shakespeare. Lovecraft, but yeah. But yeah, yeah, I'm glad we played it. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining too much about it. I did enjoy it for the most part. I did get a little frustrated at having to repeat an episode. Thankfully, we only had to do that once. But and how most of Shakespeare's stories end in death. That's true. Or at least have a lot of death in them. But I don't know. I I think I would still recommend the game if you're interested in kind of a intense survival horror. I think I particularly got over it very quickly, and that may have been why the game wasn't as... It didn't hook me as strongly as I was hoping, but there you go. That is Song of Horror.